Hey everybody! I remembered to unmute myself today. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about demystifying testing, and it's going to be great. So I have this testing JavaScript course. If you haven't heard, where yeah, you can come here and check out what it's all about. But basically, I will teach you everything that you need to know about testing JavaScript. Specifically front end, but lots of the concepts that you learned apply to back end as well. And lots of the examples use React, but you can, I have a whole course that shows you how to apply these same principles to any framework on the front end. Lots of really cool things. But one of the things that I talk about at the very beginning of the course is how, what testing even is, and what testing frameworks are and assertion libraries. We write our own testing framework and our own assertion library in the course, so that you can get a really good understanding of what what those abstractions are really doing. So I'm going to give you just a little preview. So this is the JavaScript testing fundamentals, is kind of where I talk about that. Yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to excuse me. Oh, somebody's asking when it's releasing. So the early bird is tomorrow. Pricing is still, I'm still not totally positive on what the price point is going to be. So you'll have to check tomorrow when the early bird starts. But yeah, if you don't want to miss it, then you can sign up for my newsletter, where I send some really awesome content regularly. Normally it's only once a week, but with the course coming up, I'm sending a ton of really good testing content every day. Not every day, but every couple days. So yeah, you'll want to be a part of that, and then you won't miss the launch. So early birds tomorrow. Official course is watchable the following week. Some select individuals have been given previews, not just Dan and Peggy, but there were several others. I asked for testimonials. I think we'll get them on the website too eventually. But everybody who's watched it so far has given me really good thumbs up, really appreciated it. We're using Jest and Cypress in the course, and a maintainer of Jest and a maintainer of Cypress both watched it and love it, think it's great. So that's encouraging. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what testing is all about. Oh, and thank you, Daniel. It is my birthday today. I turned 30. If you look closely, you can see white hairs. Oh, just kidding. I mean, I do, but yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a sum function, and that's going to take a and b, and it's going to return a plus b. Okay, sweet. And then we'll make a subtract function. That's going to be a and b, and that'll return a minus b. And so you subtract from a, you subtract b, and to a, you add b. Okay. Okay, so cool. If I'm writing out my application and stuff, things are great. I'm going to be like, okay, if the sum of 3 and 4 is greater than 8, then we'll console log math does not work, right? Okay, so this is my application, right? This is great. I can, here, and actually I'll add an else case, console log math works, workeds. We'll need an exclamation point there, of course. So then we'll run node index.js, and math works. We're so happy. This is so great. So here's the thing. What if somebody were to come in here and be like, oh, you know what? Let's simplify this a little bit. We could probably make this work by using subtract a and a minus b, right? Did that work? No. Yeah, technically, yeah, okay, that works. We can kind of abstract that a little bit. So what if somebody looked at that and they're like, that seems wrong, so we're just gonna pass it as it is. And wait, math still works? Oh, I don't know. That was a bad example. Clearly, Kent does not know how math works. Gotta come up with it. Okay, so let's just say somebody came in here and they're like, oh, let's add a minus there just for no reason. Math still works. Let's do less than, and we'll do 6. There we go. Okay. And if we plus, then math works. Okay. Whew. I needed a better case there. Okay, so somebody comes in and they're like, oh, minus, this is great, and math doesn't work anymore, and we're really sad about that. So how do we write a test that ensures that this is, that our application is going to work? So we can be confident as people are making changes that changes like this will not happen. So that's what testing is all about. Like, we could manually run this script and make sure that everything is working. But automated testing is about being able to kind of script that manual work so that you don't have to run those manual tasks. So you have, because over time as your application grows, you don't have time to run every single manual task to make sure that you're not causing any bugs. And what inevitably happens when you are doing that manual testing is people take shortcuts and they see bugs, but they're like, oh, that was probably a fluke, and they just move on. This has happened at a company I worked at, and it was not a great experience. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll write a little script just right in line here to write a test. So we'll say if sum of a, or let's see, we'll say 1 and 2 is not equal to 3, then we'll throw a new error. 1 plus 2 should be 3, but we got, and then we'll do a template literal. Here, let's get our results of 1 and 2. Then we'll say if our result is not equal to 3, whoop, and then we'll make that a template literal. And then we'll run our script again, and we get an error. So this is like fundamentally what a test is. There are several differences. So in like a legit test, and this is what we talk about in the course. And by the way, the course is a lot more planned and like structured. I don't make silly mistakes. The course material is very dense, and it is expected that you might need to watch things a couple times to really get it. But I'm not going to waste your time in just doing doing what I'm doing right now. So it's very time efficient. But yeah, anyway, so in the course, we kind of talk about more of the differences of what a real testing framework is, or what a test is. But like generally what a test is it's some code that will throw an error if things are not what they should be. So you expect that you add these two numbers together using the sum function, and the result should be 3. Because it's not 3, we're going to throw this error, and then that will fail our continuous integration, and we can go and figure out what's going on before we actually ship to production. That's pretty much all that a test is. You'll extract this into another file. You'll have a testing framework or test runner that will run all those files to make sure that they're all working properly. Your testing framework gives you a really nice watch mode, lots of really awesome things, all of which you see in the course. So I'm going to go ahead and check out any questions that you have, and then I'm going to take off because it is my birthday and I think my kids are trying to sneak into my room. The dangers of live coding, yeah. Is the testing course a buy once, access forever thing? Yes, it is. Buy once, access forever. And I am, I have these ideas around maybe enhancing the course to provide more material in the future. So maybe I'll, like right now it's mostly front end stuff. Like I show you how to configure Jest for back end stuff too, and stuff like that. But I don't have any examples of here's a node server, here's how we test it. And so I'm thinking in the future, maybe I'll show how to test a back-end server, because I have lots of experience doing that as well. And with a database and stuff like that. I'm not making any promises there. That's just something that I've thought about, and is like enhancing this course in the future as well. But it's pretty amazing as it is. So and everyone in chat gets free access. Yeah, you get access. You get access. Oh, pro access. No, I can't afford that. Sorry. We're gonna have you check it out. I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna want to pay for it. That's the idea anyway. All right, that's it for me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later. Happy birthday to me.